After a year of delay, everyone is finally gearing up for the Tokyo Olympic Games, including the athletes of some sports that have never been in the Olympics before. In 2021, several sports will be making their debut in the Games, including baseball, karate, sport climbing, skateboarding, and surfing. The decision to add surfing to the Olympics came in 2016. Surfing has been around for hundreds of years, but it is only now that it will be included in the Olympics. However, the suggestion of including the sport in the Games came way back in 1912, when Duke Kahanamoku, a Hawaiian swimmer and the father of modern surfing, who suggested the sport for a future Olympic Games as he accepted his gold medal.
We're gonna figure it out there. Let's go surfing, come on.
For years, the International Surfing Association has been proposing for the sport of surfing to be included in the Olympic Games. Back in 2016, a petition for the sport's inclusion was posted on Facebook in order to gather supporters in hopes of the IOC heeding their request. Based on the IOC's guidelines, sports that are included in the Olympics must have athletes hailing from at least 4 continents and 70 countries. Throughout the globe, there are roughly 20 to 30 million surfers, making it one of the most popular water sports. Back in 2016, surfing was almost included in the Rio Olympics. However, that time, it was only rugby and golf that made it through as new events. Finally, the sport will be debuting in the Tokyo Olympic Games. Explaining the decision, Thomas Bach, the IOC president, said, "We want to take sport to the youth-focused events that are popular in Japan, and will add to the legacy of the Tokyo Games." For the upcoming games, surfers will be making use of a shortboard, but there is a possibility of adding other formats in future games.
The maneuvers that you're going to do on a shortboard are much quicker and snappier, whereas on a longboard there's almost like a grace element and a style element that comes into play much more.
Upon the announcement of surfing being included in the Tokyo Olympics, there was a debate about whether athletes would compete in a wave pool or the ocean. Ultimately, the natural environment won out. The surfing event for the Tokyo Olympics will be held at Surigasaki Beach in Chiba Prefecture, located about 90 minutes by car from the Olympic Village. Surigasaki Beach is a popular surfing destination in Japan and has hosted surfing competitions in the past. In preparation for the Olympics, the IOC has been working with the ISA to provide a nice environment for both athletes and spectators that will create a full-on beach scene. According to an interview ISA President Fernando Aguirre gave to Surfer magazine in August 2016, he said of the location, "It will include the surf events, of course, but also organic food, yoga in the morning. It will be a place where you want to hang out." As additional preparation, students, surfers, and other volunteers held a cleanup drive at the beach in 2019, removing nearly 100 pounds of garbage from the beach in just 1 hour. If you're unfamiliar with how the sport of surfing is conducted, you may be wondering what the Olympics surfing competition will be like. The initial surfing event will consist of 3 rounds, with 20 men and 20 women competing. The first round will have 4 surfers going head-to-head. The second will have 5 surfers, and the rest of the rounds will have surfers competing one-on-one. Afterward, 3 finals events will take place, with each heat lasting 30 minutes. In the time provided, surfers must catch as many waves as they can. In total, the surfing competition will have 23 heats to see which surfer brings home the gold medal. There isn't a strict schedule regarding the exact days when the surfing competition will be held, as it will be dependent on the wave conditions at the time, but the Surfing Association is aiming to complete all of the events over the course of 4 days. Judging for surfing in the Olympic Games will be done by a panel of surfing experts representing different parts of the globe. The judges will analyze the surfers and give scores on a scale of 1 to 10, with up to 2 decimal places. Surfers will then have their 2 highest scores combined to come up with their total points. The more waves a surfer catches, the more opportunities they have to improve their 2 highest scores. The criteria for judging consists of 5 elements: degree of difficulty, innovation, variety, the combination of maneuvers, and speed and power. All 40 surfers, 20 men and 20 women, who will be competing at the Tokyo Olympics, have already been named. They represent 17 countries around the world, including the US, Brazil, France, Germany, Peru, New Zealand, and Japan, among others. The decision was based on 4 qualifier events: the 2019 ISA Games, the 2019 WSL Championship Championship Tour, the 2019 Pan American Games, and the 2020 ISA Games. There are already medal favorites among the surfers heading into the Tokyo Olympics. One of them is Brazil's Gabriel Medina, who has 2 world titles under his belt and is being coached by former pro surfer Andy King. Another surfer to look out for is Kanoa Igarashi from Japan, who has been surfing since he was 3 years old. As he wrote on a throwback photo on Instagram, "I was born for this." For the women, one of the favorites is Stephanie Gilmore, a 7-time world champion surfer from Australia, nicknamed Happy Gilmore for her winning smile. In an interview with the Olympic Channel, she said, "Winning is wonderful, and I love it. I love holding the trophy, and I'm competitive as hell." USA's Carissa Moore, who started surfing at 5 years old, is also a medal favorite. She has won several competitions and was named Rookie of the Year when she was 17 years old.
I'm really, really proud and honored to represent the USA, but in particular Hawaii.
For the audience, though, the Olympic Games' first surfing competition is an historic event to watch, no matter who wins. Check out one of our newest videos right here, plus even more grunge videos about the 2021 Olympics are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.